Hello everyone, welcome back to another challenging treatment mission carried out to save a poor elephant who is suffering from a snare trap wound on its front leg. The Wildlife Conservation Office received an urgent call from a cattle herder who noticed the injured elephant as he entered the forest with his herd. According to the caller, the poor creature was clearly in pain, limping through a paddy field. The cattle herder predicted that this could be the result of a snare trap. He further explained that the wound seemed serious and that quick treatment was required. As soon as the call was received, the wildlife conservation officials informed the veterinary office regarding the incident. The dedicated team of veterinary officials, including the experienced veterinary doctor and wildlife conservation officials, quickly rushed to the location with the necessary equipment and supplies for the mission. Upon visual examination, the doctor confirmed that the wound was caused by a cruel snare trap. The team now had to remove the wire wrapped around the elephant's leg and begin treatment as soon as possible, before the poor creature's condition worsened. So, as the first step, the doctor decides to sedate the elephant based on its body weight. The sedation process was extremely challenging. However, the skilled officials managed to sedate the poor creature safely. Using a tranquilizer gun, they darted the sedative drug intramuscularly. The officials had to wait for about 20 minutes until the elephant was fully sedated. As you can see, it was raining at that time, yet the officials remained patient and kind throughout the process. These officials are completely committed to treating wild animals with the deepest care and respect. Their commitment goes beyond duty, with love and care, by a great passion for wildlife protection. Now, let's treat the elephant's wound. Based on the majority of our viewers' requests, we have added the step-by-step procedure of treating the wound on the elephant to the video. This wound treatment procedure is shown purely for educational purposes, to help raise awareness about wildlife rescue efforts and veterinary care. At first, the elephant's eyes were covered to avoid any aggressive behavior while the treatment process was carried out. The wildlife conservation team approached the injured animal and cut the wire that was wrapped around its leg. The wire that is wrapped around the leg is extremely tight. As you can see, the wire had cut deep through the poor elephant's skin and flesh. Then, the doctor decided that the elephant should be placed in a sleeping position to make it easier to remove the wire. So, she injected a small dose of anesthetic drug through the elephant's leg vein to bring the elephant into a sleeping position. The dosage was very minimal and would not harm the poor animal. Snare traps are quite popular among villagers because they are simple to make and inexpensive. They are wire or cable nooses that have been attached somewhere in the forest or agricultural lands. If an animal runs or walks over the trap, the noose tightens around the animal's body, neck, or leg, stopping it from escaping. These traps are usually designed to catch small animals, including pigs, rabbits, porcupines, and deer. It may be simple and effective, but it is definitely not a good act, and the use of snares is illegal. While the purpose is to stop wildlife from harming crops or capturing small animals for bushmeat, these traps may catch unintended victims, like elephants. While the elephants are capable of leaving the trap with the wire entangled in their leg, this can result in severe infections and disastrous repercussions, such as death or serious injury. And, most of the time, these injured animals are noticed after many weeks of being injured, which could worsen the situation even more. There are deep investigations being carried out to capture individuals who commit these illegal acts. Not only that, the government has implemented strict rules to protect these poor animals. And, in the meantime, wildlife conservation officials carried out awareness campaigns throughout the area to educate people about the terrible consequences of such inhumane acts.
ඇඟට වැටේ දන්න බනවත පොඩක් කොයි පැත්තර පැලට්ට ඉන්න වනවතියා
Let's get back to the treatment process. Finally, the officials were able to cut off the wire wrapped around the leg. After confirming that the wire around the leg is completely removed, the whole wounded area is cleaned with saline solution and cotton wool. This process is essential to avoid any further infections. This treatment mission is carried out with great care and gentle moves to avoid any aggressive behavior of the elephant. Now that the wound is completely cleaned, a solution containing povidone iodine and negacent powder is applied onto the wounded area. At the same time, a team of officials injects the necessary dosage of antibiotics, multivitamins, painkillers, and anti-inflammatory drugs intramuscularly. The dosages of this medicine are decided by the veterinary doctor based on the body weight and the health condition of the animal. That brings us to the end of the video. The revival drug was administered through the elephant's ear vein. This treatment session would bring complete recovery for the animal. The cattle herder's quick action and support were the first step towards the complete recovery of the elephant. We would like to thank all of our viewers, the cattle herder who notified about this poor animal, the veterinary doctor, the veterinary officials, the wildlife conservation officials, and all the others who were involved in this life-saving treatment mission. Their hard efforts have saved numerous lives over time. A ranger officer was appointed to monitor the animal's progress. Let's meet again with another video on how we saved a valuable life.
बनवते हैं हम हरी हरी है बड़े हरी है अरे दही है